Welcome back to music class. For week 2 of December, I thought I would talk about some of the music from a ballet called The Nutcracker. A lot of it's really famous. It's usually performed a lot this time of year, and since we can't actually go see it now, I thought I would make sure I bring the music to you. All right, but before we do that, there's a song I shared with you last week about germs. I'm gonna get those germs, meaning I'm gonna fight off those germs, right? And how do we do that? Well, several ways, right? Because I'm gonna wash my hands. Washing hands is a really important way to fight off those germs. Let's see, how else? I won't share my drink, right? If I have a drink, I'm not gonna share it with anybody else. And what else? Let's see. Oh, when I cough, I cover my mouth. So make sure that if you do have your mouth uncovered, you cough into your elbow. And I'm going to add one more verse that I just thought of today. And I'll get a good night's sleep. Because actually, I don't know if you knew it or not, but if you don't get a good night's sleep and you wake up kind of tired and your body's kind of working just to get you through the day, it means you can't fight off those germs as easily. But if you get a good night's sleep, you wake up, you're rested, you're ready to go. It doesn't mean you'll never get sick, but it means your body has a better chance of fighting, getting those germs. So we're going to add getting a good night's sleep at the very end. All right, here we are, our song about germs. I think I'll do it in kind of a rock and roll style this time. So, good, right? Yeah. Germs, I'm gonna get those germs. I said germs, I'm gonna get those germs. Germs, I'm gonna get those germs. Cause I'm gonna wash my hands. Yes, I will. I said germs. I'm gonna get those germs. I said germs. I'm gonna get those germs. I will. Germs. I'm gonna get those germs. Cause I won't share my drinks. No, no. And I'm gonna wash my hands. Yes, I will. I said germs. I'm gonna get those germs. Germs. I'm gonna get those germs. I will. Germs. I'm gonna get those germs. Cause when I cough, I'll cover my mouth. And I won't share my drinks. No, no. And I'm gonna wash my hands. One more thing. And I'll get a good night's sleep. Have you all heard that before? That is the dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy, one of the most famous pieces from the Nutcracker, which is what we're going to be talking about today. So that's coming up towards the end of class, the Sugar Plum Fairy. So now let's get into it talking about the Nutcracker. The music for the Nutcracker was written by a man named Tchaikovsky. Tchaikovsky. It sounds almost like cough, right? Tchaikovsky. Well, if I was going to cough, I would use my elbow. His last name was Tchaikovsky, and he was Russian. That's a Russian name. So I thought I'd show you on the map, where is Russia? Well, first, let's make sure we know where we are. Let's see. I think it's over here somewhere. This green on the map is the United States of America. It also includes Alaska, which is up here, one of the 50 states. And we're actually in California, which is right on where the green meets the ocean. Because as we know, we're very close to the ocean. I could drive to the beach in half an hour and be there. So we're right here, California in the United States of America. Russia is on the other side of the world. So to get to Russia, you have to cross an ocean, either this way or that way. As we know, the world is round. I didn't bring a globe, just a flat map, but Russia is right here, this big orange country. Look how big it is. Did you know that Russia is the biggest country on Earth in terms of land? In Russian, they would say Bolshoi. Bolshoi, that means big or grand. large. Bolshoi. So Russia is really Bolshoi, the biggest country of all. You just learned a Russian word. All right, let me teach you some more Russian. It's all the Russian I know. In America, we say yes. In Russia, they say da. For yes, they say da. And if we say no, they say нет. So da, нет. And don't forget, Russia is very bolshoi, or big. All right, now let's learn about the story of the Nutcracker. Da. The story of the Nutcracker starts out with a big Christmas Eve party. There's a girl named Clara. She has a very big family, and they all come over for a party. There's aunts, uncles, cousins, everybody. They have a tree. The house is all decorated. They probably have presents under the tree, maybe some garlands and all kinds of Christmas decorations. So they're ready for a big party. Well, Clara's godfather comes in. Drosselmeyer is his name. Now he's kind of a strange fellow because he's a magician as well and also a toy maker. So he brought some toys for the children to play with. Some of them were life-size dolls that moved and danced around the room. Pretty cool. But Clara's favorite was what he gave her, a nutcracker. Now, I thought I had a nutcracker Christmas ornament. It turns out I don't. I'll have to go get one. But I have a picture of a nutcracker to show you. It's basically this soldier right here. You can see he's got a sword. And if you see, well, it's hard to see in this picture, but there's a little wooden lever in the back of the nutcracker. And he's called the nutcracker because when you move the wooden lever in his back up and down, it makes his mouth go. And if you put a nut in his mouth and move the lever, then you can use the nutcracker to crack nuts open so you can eat them. So that's why he was a pretty cool toy. Clara loved him, but guess what happened? Her brother broke it. Now, we don't know if that's on purpose or an accident, but if any of you have brothers and sisters who maybe broke one of your favorite toys on accident, you know what happens. Clara was just really sad, not happy at all. It was Christmas Eve. Her favorite toy got broken. So the party ended, everybody went home, and everyone went to bed. Clara got up in the middle of the night because she just couldn't sleep. She was so upset about losing this nutcracker. She went to check on it, and guess what happened? The clock struck midnight, and the Christmas tree started to get bigger. The nutcracker grew to be a full-size figure, and he came to life. There were some mice that were scattering around the room. The mice got bigger and came to life too, and they were led by a mouse king, and then there were some toy soldiers that came to life, and the toy soldiers started fighting the mice. There was a big battle with swords. The nutcracker led the soldiers into battle. The mice had a mouse king. I don't know if you can see this picture. Mouse King, this thing here, anyway, they were fighting each other, and the Nutcracker killed the Mouse King. He won the battle, all the mice ran away, and then the Nutcracker turned into a prince, and he took Clara off to the land of sweets. So that's the whole second half of the Nutcracker has all these really fun dances because they're celebrating sweets and presents from around the world. So they've got coffee from Spain. There's a Spanish dance. Let's see, it goes like this. I don't do Spanish dancing very well, but there's a lot of arms up, ole. There's one of those. Let's see, there's coffee from Arabia, so that sounds like this. It's a little more mysterious. Then there's tea from China, so there's a Chinese dance. Wait a minute, I don't need to play the piano for the Chinese dance because I have a video of another music teacher doing a paper plate dance to that Chinese music. So enjoy. Here we are, the Chinese dance from the Nutcracker. I really like that paper plate dance because you could see how the plates really went with the music. It was kind of cool, just like watching any kind of dance. All right, do you remember last week's rhythm? It was this, right? Ta, ti, ti, ta, 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 ta. And thank you, all of you who wrote that rhythm down. I was really impressed with how accurate you were on writing the notes really well and also very neatly. I could read your writing, so thank you. Excellent job. So if you take that rhythm and speed it up, right? Ta, ti, ti, ta, 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 ti, ti, ta, 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 ti, ti, ta, 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 ta. We have the Russian dance, or trepak, from the Nutcracker. So you're going to watch a video of some children doing the dance with scarves. It's pretty cool. And here's what they're doing if you want to follow along. It's pretty easy. They're just going up for 4. So it's like up, 2, 3, 4, and back down. Right? Up, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4. Then they bounce for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then at one point they take their scarves and they're washing the floor. They get down low, and then they get up a little higher. It's like they're washing a table level. And then more of the up, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, bounce, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's really cool. You can even do it if you're sitting in a chair like me. You can still enjoy it. So here it is, last week's rhythm, really fast, right? I can't even clap it that fast. Here it is, the Russian dance, or trepak, from the Nutcracker. Wow, well that was a fun one to watch. They threw their scarves up at the end in celebration. Lots of fun. So I'll let you catch your breath a little bit. And now I'd like to show you some real dancing from the Nutcracker. We have the Sugar Plum Fairy, not the whole thing, but at least the first half of it or so, with a real ballerina dancing on stage. So it's amazing to watch. She makes it look so easy. It looks like effortless. You almost have to look at her feet to make sure she's really touching the ground because it looks like she's floating. But it takes years and years of practice and training to make it look so easy. So anyway, enjoy the Sugar Plum Fairy. And now one last paper plate dance, and we're sticking with the Sugar Plum Fairy. So enjoy, watch for, sometimes you're going to see ta, and sometimes you're going to see titi. So watch for those tas and titis. For this week's homework, I would like you to try writing out the very beginning of that Sugar Plum Fairy rhythm. It sounds like this, right? Just that much. We don't have to do the whole thing. So I like starting with a rest. It's like rest, ti ta 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 ta. Well, that's not so bad, right? It's just a rest and some tas and titis. Let's see. So it starts out with a rest. All you have to do is make it's like a Z, kind of lightning bolt Z with a little C on the bottom. That's our rest. Now we need TT. So we make a circle, and then a stem up. Circle, fill it in, stem up. Make sure you connect these, right? That's how you know it's a TT, right? So it's rest. Ti ta 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 ta. The rest of it is just ta. That'll be easy, right? Okay, I just have to count how many there are. So rest, ti ta. Right, stem up on the right. Ta. Let's see, up on the right. Ta. Ta. I think there are 4 tas after that. Let's see if I got it right. Let me see. I'm going to play this on the piano and rest. Ta, 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 ta. I think I did it, right? Rest. Ti ta 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 ta. Or rest. Ti ta 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 ta. I'll do that one more time while I play. And rest. Ti ta 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 ta. Now the rest of it you don't have to do. You could if you wanted. It would be, well, it keeps going like ti ta, ti ta, ti ta, ti ta. There's a lot more to it. Don't worry about that. This is just the very beginning of the Sugar Plum Fairy. So anyway, I had fun celebrating the Nutcracker and the upcoming Christmas season with you. We'll have one more short lesson next week. Bye.